Ndị be anyị ekelekwanụ m unu. Asị m ka nke echiri ya zelu. Dịka o si dị, ya bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị si were wetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya na gbasịta maka nwere onwe nke ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, ife anyị na-akpọkwa ya bụ evening tea ka jikwa onye mmanụ ya bụ programụ nke anyị wetara unu ụbọchị nke taa na uhuruchi taa. Bụ na nke bụ ụbọchị izi gị na-esoro anyị na-eme na Eastern News 24 kabalụ ka subscribe and turn on your notification ka that miss any of our update dịka anyị na-drop ya n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24. Gịnị nwanne anyị kwuru ya na ihe bụ cross brokers from nwanne anyị nwoke gịnị kwuru n'ife o were ịgwa anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa. Unu ga-esi ya bụ ife unu dropụrụ anyị kọmentị unu n'iru akwụkwọ ifu nche gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile nwanne anyị nwoke dọgasị aka dị iche iche n'iru akwụkwọ. All right, over to you, sir.
And disregard any instruction that is not emanating either from myself or from the United States of Biafra government Twitter handle. On that note, I just want to encourage Biafrans, do not be used as a tool. Do not let anybody deceive you. When they tell you, I know PM, I do this for PM, I'm the one, ask them, why is it that the Prime Minister did not give them the power to hold on to this office while he's gone briefly? Ask them that question. And if they cannot answer that question, that means they know nothing about what our Prime Minister knows. We must stay focused. And we must continue to execute the task that our Prime Minister wants us to execute. On that note, I would like to invite our special guest, Attorney Levy, to give us 1 or 2 words, and then we go to the cabinet members. Thank you so much. Levy, if you can unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead. Great.
Thank you, Dr. Arabwezi. You know, I've worked on behalf of Biafra for many, many years with predecessor organizations, and it's great that we've gotten to this point where there's the Declaration of the United States of Biafra, and I'm here as attorney to support that on the international and national level. So we have many different legal initiatives that were laid out by the Prime Minister and that the current government is also on board with, and all the legal aspects will have only one purpose, and that purpose is to promote the independence of Biafra and the international recognition, while keeping in mind that the primary human right that we must look at right now is self-defense. So there is no human right without the right of self-defense. We must remember that, and remember very well that the movement goes far, far back, and it's a reaction to genocide. So on the international level, we're going to fight genocide. We're going to support the United States of Biafra. We're going to take it to the international authorities, but at the same time reminding them that Biafrans are not paper tigers, that Biafrans also will not shy away from their human right, the main human right, the right of self-defense. So there's many specific initiatives. I won't go into them here. Some of them are already in the works. We've achieved some of our goals already, even as we speak. So we're looking forward, moving forward, and give it back to the chair here.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan, Dr. Levy, and thank you so much for that update. On that note, the Information Secretary, we are going to go ahead and introduce the different secretaries of the United States of Biafra, and then for 1 or 2 minutes, and then if there's any, then after that we take the questions. So let us, Dr. Aki, if you have the list, let us go ahead. Let me start with you first, and after that I can hand that over to you, and then you can go ahead, please. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. I've already been introduced. My name is Dr. Agi, the Secretary for Information, Telecommunication, and Postal Services. I'll take my time to call out the media personnel that we're missing on the list. Those you have to follow on their social media handles. And those are Chuk Survival Channel, Mazi Victor Ozaganobi, Ndubisi Calvin, QTV, Obi-Wane Igbo News TV, Mouthpiece of God, Clara Deems, Adadi Orama, Ugo 247. Please, dear friends, these are the people you have to follow in order to be getting the right information. We thank you so much so far for being with us on Space. We've had 2 Space. This week we'll be doing more. And I thank you so much for being with us. As always, it takes time to get everything together. We are making progress. Kindly support us in any way you can. And the way you can support us is by listening to us. These are the channels. Any other channel, any news you hear from any other channel apart from this is not from USB. Thank you so much. For the secretaries, can you raise your hands, please? I don't have the list here with me. That will help us. Can you raise your hands? Yes, you start to know. Okay. Let's start from my end. I'm seeing Christian Udozo. Please, sir, can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, good afternoon. Time zone. Our deputy prime minister. My name is
What? Network, yes. Okay, Dr. Nana, go ahead, please. He will come back.
Yeah, it's from Homeland.
Very bad network.
Yeah. And Budazo, you might need to come back later because you're breaking up. Okay.
Dr. Nana,
all right.
Okay.
Okay, am I coming out clear?
Yes.
Yes, yourself and the position you're holding, then you can go ahead and talk to Biafrans for 2 minutes. So when they want to ask any question about your department, they'll be direct. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Greetings, Biafrans all over the world. All protocol duly observed. Our Chief of Staff and the Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. NGOZI Orabeze, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, fellow cabinet members and friends of Biafrans listening to me all over the world. I thank you all for coming to this forum. I want to thank Chukwu Okike Abiama, who has brought us this far, because it is not an easy journey. A lot of people have sacrificed a lot of things to get us to this point. So we acknowledge all of them, including our men on ground who are defending us day and night. My salute goes to all of them. Our people have endured a lot of untold hardship and various human rights abuses meted on them by the Nigerian state. And aside from the wanton killings, raping, maiming of our people, the Nigerian government have deliberately deprived our people of basic amenities such as access to clean and safe water. We have seen a trending video by one skit maker, Mark Angel, on his visit to a community in Old Akwa Ibom State, where our people were drinking from contaminated water from oil well. And we have also seen a lot of people building their houses, digging sockaway and having their well close to the sockaway. They've been drinking contaminated water all these years. And this has contributed to a lot of deaths, diseases, both fecal-oral infections such as polio, peptic ulcer disease, hepatitis A and E, and so many other diseases that are incurable, all because of the deliberate sabotage of our region. We have also seen how the government have deliberately refused to clean up where oil explorations have been done over the years, like in the coastal region of our territory. The Ogoni land, their fresh water has been messed up, the aquatic life has been destroyed, and nobody cares about them. And we have also seen how Nigerian imports outdated vehicles that have never undergone any emission test, polluting our environment, causing all manner of respiratory diseases. And we have also seen the indiscriminate deforestation of our forests and bush burning, indiscriminate bush burnings and open defecations here and there because there's no toilet facilities in strategic public places. All these things were done just to marginalize us, just to make us die, just make us not to live quality standard of lives.
All right, 2 minutes.
This government.
Yeah, 2 minutes. All right. Just round up. We just want to get
okay, I'm rounding up.
Please.
By the special grace of God, the United States of Biafra is under the leadership of our Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, is here to provide a lasting solution to all those menaces that our people have been forced to endure. Our aim as a ministry is to ensure that we give our people access to clean and safe drinking water in every household, and to also make sure we protect our environment, bearing in mind the United Nations action, climate action, and also the United Nations environmental program. This is what we are committed to do to make sure that our people have a quality standard of life under this government. Thank you very much, fellow Biafrans. And we also use this opportunity to call on Biafrans that are experts in environmental management, people who are good in soil scientists, people who are good in water purification, those who are good in management of wastewater and the drainage system. We are calling on all of you who are talented to come forth and serve your nation, because this is our collective effort. Nobody can build Biafra. It is our duty to build Biafra for ourselves. That future that we desire, that dream city that we want to build, it is our collective effort. Let us join hands together and move our nation forward instead of listening to gossips and propaganda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nana. Next, Honorable Benny.
Please, let's try and keep it to 2 minutes because we have so many times that we talk, and then we're still going to take questions. If it's 1 minute, that's even better, so that we just make sure we leave you on time today. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chief of Staff, Deputy Prime Minister, as it is now. I want to stand on the existing protocols, and I will not take a lot of your time. My name is Bennett, just as it is described in the list of secretaries. I spent more than 28 years in the oil and gas industry, working in various positions, and retiring as a very top or high officer in one of the IOCs. So it is time to give back to the society, and I find it very, very important and adequate to give back to Biafra, to serve Biafra. I've witnessed a lot of things that have been going on even while I was still serving, but today we are here, we're talking about Biafra. So I want to say that the oil and gas department, it will be structured differently from what it is now, because in a confederation.
Dr. Benny. Dr. Benny.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, Dr. Benny, hold on. Please give me 1 minute. I totally forgot. Our attorney has to get back to work. Please, I know she requested to be the first person to speak so she can quickly jump back to her job. And I totally forgot. Right now, I saw her. Please, let's give our attorney Jane the opportunity to speak briefly and jump back to her job. Then after that, Benny, you continue. Go ahead, attorney Jane, please. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a turnout. It's such an honor to be here. Welcome to everybody. Our Honorable COS and Deputy Prime Minister, thank you. Also sending thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. and every cabinet and secretary here today, and all our distinguished guests. You're all very welcome. My name is Jane Iwunze, and I'm honored to be the Secretary of Justice for our amazing United States of Peterborough. Just briefly, as I don't have too much time today, I just want to emphasize how in the Department of Justice, we will be committed to integrity, to honesty, and to transparency. And I really just want to highlight these values because I believe it will set us apart, and it'll be the defining factor of the difference between our Department of Justice and others in Africa and in the world. I also want to use this opportunity to call upon well-meaning Biafrans, both at home and abroad, who are interested in serving this nation, to reach out. We will be needed. If we all put our minds together, put our visions in line, we can build a just and equitable and accessible system. So I think information will be made available as to where to send your applications, but in calling, and don't be no matter the age, don't be afraid. Your expertise, as long as the passion and interest is there, if you can send your application, obviously there will be a screening process, but just wanting to use this opportunity to call out as we build this Department of Justice. And I'm very excited for what the future holds. I'm excited to be a part of what will be one of the greatest nations. So yes, that's me. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Honorable COS and all members of Cabinet.
Yeah, thank you so much, Attorney Jane. And I know that, again, I've put up their friends that are interested in the position she's offered. You can send your application to the Chief of Staff at biafrarepublic.gov.org. I've posted it on the chat section. And once we get that, it's going to go to the appropriate department, who is going to screen, which is the Department of Labor and Productivity, headed by the Secretary Ulo Wanda for screening. And I know, Attorney Jane, before you leave, I know a lot of people who have been distracting this government has been trying to quote the charter, page 26, 27, something to that effect. I know that these are individuals that never even know where we started or how we've been going, but for all of a sudden, everybody's talking about charter. I know that that particular area of our charter talked about the establishment of the government structures 4 years after we get to Homeland. If you want to take just 1 minute to expatiate on that particular aspect, so that that will put to rest some of these individuals who, I'm not going to say they are confused or they know what they're saying, but they just want to bring that aspect to just be a little distraction to what we're doing at this point. Thank you so much, Attorney Jane.
Thank you. Yes, there's not too much to say about it if we have been following what our COS has been saying. It does, in terms of the charter, we do have to understand that this process of restoration, redeclaration, and then this liberation, it comes in stages. And the stage that we are in now, we are still operating with the cabinet that we have is still operating based on how it was selected, how our Prime Minister Mazi Simon EKPA called it to be beforehand. When we get to that stage of, like our COS has said, when we get to that stage of liberation, then that term, that 4 years, the election process can begin. At this stage, we are able to make changes within cabinet. We are able to, if things aren't going right, especially it's hard to speak to when a lot of people don't know what is happening in the background. So changes can be made to ensure that the cabinet is, on the right track. And there's no wrong in the changes that have been made at this stage. I think perhaps there were questions around terminology that may have been used maybe at the convention, but I rest assured that the changes that are made are still in line with how we are operating as we are in exile.
And by the DEC unu anụgonu ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ dịka ịnụ ya bụ ife ka ị were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile ọ rụtagasị aka dị iche iche gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ihe si ada n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana ka ya bụ ife si ada na ndịda anyanwụ nke anyị na-akpọ Eastern Region. Ka ife were ikwu na ya, drop all your own comment, your own contribution on the comment section below. Daalụ niile na ụmụnne m, chetakwa ọzọ na ihe a bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka a sikwa wee na-ewetara ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa. Ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.